Hello everyone, my name is Rishikesh Nare and we welcome you to our special series, The Economic Times Cutting Chai Stories. It's an initiative by ETH. The key to Cutting Chai conversation is to have a good discussion around your areas of early life, education to grooming, training, business sense, skill augmentation to work-life balance. And before we begin, let me set the context right. Cutting Chai is a series of candid conversation where we uncover the personal side of yours, where we take you through the inspirational journeys of influential people, and you all have seen these personalities in the corporate world, but we're taking them away from that boardroom drama to have some fun chat revolving around their personal life. And today we have with us Mr. Umesh Chandra Joshi, Chief Product and Technology Officer, Educational Initiative. I mean, just to extend this thought with our another expert. So we have today with us Mr. Aditya Agarwal, who's the head large enterprise business for Lenovo India. Hi, Aditya.
Hi Rishikesh, how are you? Hi,
Yeah, I mean, I'm good. I'm just connecting that last point where Umesh was saying that आजकल के बच्चे फोन पे मतलब blame किसको जाता है? But we may call it a blame, but it's a wonderful intervention in our life, the technology part. That is where things have gone so easy for all of us. We can sit here, three people can talk together from different cities. We can connect with each other. And yeah, I think the relation part that goes as per your personality. ठीक है, जैसे कि मतलब you were saying that your friends right now he's in a partner in McKinsey, but when you guys meet वो तो हो ही जाता है अपना IIT वाला. So similarly, Aditya and Umesh, one question to you, and then you guys can lead the conversation. We have seen what has happened in the last 18 months. Okay, we have seen exponential growth in the digital transformation, if I say. And when I say in terms of end user computing or end user gadgets that we use, we have seen so many things, so many apps, infrastructure is developing. What do we expect in say next 2 years or 3 years? And I'm going to enjoy this session because I get to learn so many things and the insider information. So please, who wants to start? Aditya, you want to take this up first?
Why not? Why not?
Yeah.
In fact, I would turn it around and say that it's not you who is learning. We are learning from you as the consumer, right? Because what we see happening in the next few years is technology becoming faster, better, and cheaper, right? Because more and more innovation is going to happen. People today want stuff which is an app, for example, which is lighter, yet works as much fast with a subscription model, which is lower than what they paid last year, right? So that's what we are going to see, and it is happening in technology. We are going to see new form factors, new thing coming up. Just as an example, we have a laptop which can fold, or a tablet which can fold, right? The screen can fold now, and it's available for purchase, right? So these things will happen. And the second thing that will happen is more and more devices will start talking to each other at home. Today we have some smart devices talking to each other, but as per the trend, we'll see that more and more devices will start talking to each other, and the home will become intelligent. I'm a geek that way. I'm quite excited on what the world is for us. So let's see how it unfolds.
Umesh, your thoughts on this?
Yeah, no, I think I agree with Aditya, right? So, what happened in last 18 months because of COVID is that the technology adoption which was happening, in various facets of life, whether it is education or any other sector, right? There was a certain pace at which technology adoption was happening. Now, what COVID did to us is that, the adoption which was probably going to happen in a span of next 5 to 7 years, COVID accelerated it so much that, what we were anticipating to happen by 2025 has probably that kind of adoption we start seeing by now. So it has significantly increased the rate of adoption of technology. And now, it's the onus is on the innovators, the technology leader to at least now cater to that kind of huge demand and expectation that has risen up. Right. So let's say even take, for example, education sector where I have been involved with for last more than a year. The kind of schools in the beginning when COVID happened were completely unprepared. Barring some of the top elite premium schools, they were forced to adopt to technology because there was no other way to conduct the schools. But now, fast forward 1.5 years now, ever since COVID started, now they are at peace. They have now explored all the tools. They exactly know how to conduct classes, how to run assessment, how to give homework, using digital tools. And now they are demanding a lot more, because what the kind of technology that we were providing to education sector 1.5 years back, which was looking like a high-end technology, now has become a given thing, right? I mean, that's given. They want more. So I think we will see a lot more innovation happening in every facet from a technology perspective, because the adoption of technology has significantly increased in last 1.5 years, thanks to COVID. I mean, at least that is one part. If there is one thing which is good about COVID, right? I mean, otherwise there are all negative things about COVID. If there is one good thing about COVID, is that it has accelerated the pace of technology adoption in the consumer market.